Your parents think you're dead, as does everyone else. It is the only thing keeping you alive right now.
If we don't move all of that shit in that warehouse, no one's gonna kill all of our asses.
They think we're overlooking a sick market. The traders at Weston Holdings would eat this shit up.
Your mom's not gonna rest until we find Zeke's killer, right? Handle it.
We about to be flush as fuck on Wall Street.
Power Book 2, Season 2, 3. Golly, y'all. I was so excited to get to this thing and start recording. I was tripping over shit, falling all over my daughter's toys in the house because, wow. Episode 1 of Power Book 2 Go Season 3, to me, by far, was the best first episode in the entire series. Shout out to Courtney. Shout out to all the writers associated with this season because they blended all of the things that go on in America and then took our ass across the pond to the Interpol bitch Noma. And I do think that they can do a power series that crosses into London because they have just found ways to just keep this story going on and on and on for many years to come. Big shout out to everybody working on this thing. Shout out to my homie, Peyton Ashbrook, killing it on this thing. She plays Jenny Sullivan. And this is going to be my episode 2 trailer breakdown. Please subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. Download the podcast. Follow me on TikTok. Let me recap some things that I loved about episode 1. Then we'll start going through the clues of this episode 2 trailer. First of all, if you watched me and Moochie yesterday, we predicted Lauren would still be alive. She is. I am so glad that this series, they just cut to the chase, man. They got the action set up for how bad of a villain Noma is going to be. About to marry Dante Mecca Snitch, who we all thought he was going to give that ring to Monet. He didn't. Another issue that's going to be nuts this season. Lorenzo's probably going to be the reason a lot of people die. And how are y'all loving the Three Stooges team up? Kane, Braden, and Tariq. Something to be reckoned with, my people. Something to be reckoned with. But the question is, will we see Kane find a fall guy for Zeke's murder? Because we all know who the real fall guy should be, and I just don't see them taking him out. And then the other thing I'm wondering, could it be, ladies and gentlemen, because we've seen Blanca Rodriguez is teaming up with Jenny Sullivan, and I loved every minute of that. Could Effie be an insider working with the feds and has been working since the OG Power? That could be a thing. Big, big thing. But let's get into this trailer. They open up the trailer. We see a flashback of Lauren. Her ass is going into the water. We see her breathing, opening up her beautiful eyes and her beautiful lips. And she's talking to Jenny Sullivan. Jenny is saying to her, your parents think you're dead, as does everyone else. That's probably the only thing keeping you alive. At what point in time is Lauren's love for Tariq going to overcome all the pressure Jenny is going to try to put on this woman? Because I do believe Lauren really, really cared about Tariq. And I've always said that she was going to be the good girl gone bad. So do you all think that Lauren, under the heavy pressure of Blanca Rodriguez and Jenny Sullivan, will crack? Or will she stay loyal to the big homie Reek? Then we see this warehouse people of all the shit Noma had. Remember, Mecca was her first lieutenant. And I mean, Kane is walking in here, man. It's buckets and buckets of stuff. And we hear Reek talking to someone in the vehicle saying, we got to move all the weight or Noma going to kill all of us. He's probably talking to Kane or Braden. Simple as that. Maybe even Drew, because we know Drew is going to get involved in this thing too. And at some point in time, I think that Daddy Tejada is going to have to help out, or he's going to become collateral damage. And did you guys like the way that in the first episode, someone that was going to be collateral damage and Bash, they just took his ass out. Tariq went on ahead, got him a body in the first episode. How you feel about that, Lil Meech? And then we see someone in the warehouse or somewhere shooting the place up. And then we see Braden, Effie, Tariq, and Kane. It looks like they're surrounded by some more Noma's men. And maybe they just coming in there to make sure that they doing what they supposed to do. And then we see Kane throwing all the product on the table. Got some damn poker cards. He probably about to splice that shit up. We see Tariq probably at Davis McClain's office, who he's got Davis McClain by the balls. Davis McClain thought he was going to be able to milk Tariq for money. Everybody want Tariq for some money, boy, I tell you. Tariq done handled one problem. He's got this problem handled. The only other problem he's going to have to deal with is my favorite character on the show, Councilman Tate. And we hear Braden after that, when they cut to the Westinghouse Holdings, ladies and gentlemen, that is a equity firm, if you didn't know, saying, we're overlooking a sick market. Traders at Westinghouse Holdings will eat it up, because we saw all through the first episode, them fuckers in there with Trace and Braden, all they do is cocaine. And ladies and gentlemen, I like how the story is weaving in stuff that's relevant to today. You think that they done stopped doing cocaine? You think that they have stopped doing uppers to give them that boost? And as they do that, you see the Westinghouse Holdings in there getting right after that new black sister done told them to quit doing it. And then you see Braden talking to Tariq about how it is going to be licit. And then you see them going to parties. You see white dudes that's got money shooting machines, just acting white boy fraternity drunk. And then you see the same Asian cat that was in the Western office just did like 5 lines of cocaine and he is getting lit. His ass might fall over of overdose. Then we see Monet driving down the street. I don't even think she's worried about nothing else right now but finding justice for Zeke. Get justice for Freaky Zeke. And then we hear Renzo saying, your mom not gonna rest until we find Zeke killer. Handle it. And he's talking to Kane. But as he's talking to Kane, they flash to Drew. That's when Drew about to kill somebody, ladies and gentlemen. When he got that dangerous look, his ass done got beat up. You see the scars on his face. He's got his hoodie on. This is Dangerous Drew. Double D, Dangerous Drew. But then they cut to Lorenzo talking to Kane, and what the hell does he expect Kane to do, okay? Well, Kane, he's one of them dudes that go to lift weights. He picks things up and he put them down. That's what Kane does. And the next clip, you see Kane getting a blowtorch, and look, when you see blue light, that shit is hotter than the red light from a fire. And he's got some white dude, probably Kevin Whitman, and another cop, and he's burning the fuck out of. Did you hear the screams of this white dude? Let you hear it again. Yeah, okay. And then they end this trailer with Reek saying, we about to be flush as fuck on Wall Street. And they show him walking into school with Effie. And then they show Effie, Reek, and Braden all embracing with a drink and pizza. And Effie in her classic weirdo ass clothes with that damn Sally Jesse Raphael wig she's wearing for this show. Ladies and gentlemen, if this show escalates from here, this might be the best season of Power we've ever seen. But I want to hear from you guys. What did I miss in the trailer? What do you think is going to happen coming up in episode 2? Post me all your comments. Be sure to come catch me, Moochie, J-Mo, and Miss K. Saturday night, we're going to do BMF review at 9 p.m. Then we're going to jump straight to Power at 10 p.m. You don't want to miss the best review show going on for Power in all the land. Come check us out. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, download the podcast, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok. Wow. I can't wait. This was a great start. And until that next Sex is Hell video, I'm going to see you.